certified in HCM4 and core compensation. I'm here to present or give you insights about the releases that Workday has bought for us with respect to user and people experience for 2023 Jan. This safe harbor statement applies throughout the presentation. So we'll drive you through some of the key features with respect to help desk, journey templates, discovery boards, and enabling notifications. So taking you to the first one. So what Workday has done in 2023, release one, with respect to help desk, they have got enhances to the display of help text in the user interface. These enhancements are observed in the display of help text, and end users can move, which means that they can expand and collapse the button on top of the help text to increase the contrast of the help button. Previously, the help text option was not editable basically, but now this feature is visible. When I move to the demo, I will show you how it impacts. Um, this feature also enables you to add the help text with the help of the business process. When you go to the business process definition and click on the magnifying glass, you can see the step where you can edit and add the help text. So you can edit the help text if you want for whichever business process you want and for whichever step you want basically. So if in case I want to add a help text to the business process of hiring, I can go to the business process hire and add the help text for say for my recruiters or for my managers that we want to hire all the people only based in say Nordics. So that additional information will show that. So if you can see, this is an example that Workday has kind of showed us where it is for request time off, where you can see this additional information which can be collapsed and expanded, and the end users can read this additional information, which might help them to further fill up their time off appropriately so that it gets approved by the managers or whatever is the next process of requesting the time off. We also have another example where the help text is enabled for calibration of performance review, where you can see the additional information and you can see that the messages that the controller task used to submit final calibration, the manager calibration button lists the status of staffing details. So previously this couldn't be expanded or it couldn't be kind of edited. Now this can be edited, it can be expanded and it can be collapsed. And this action can be done both with the keyboard and the mouse basically. Previously, the keyboard was not enabled. So the additional consideration that you need to do is say these changes are visible on all the screens with the help of text widget. And what I do need to do, you do not need to do anything to see this improvement, but Workday recommends that you update your training material so that all the users are aware of these changes. And what happens if I do nothing? Then Workday will display the text for all the users. Coming to the next feature, this is with respect to accessible tooltips enhancement. Workday has enabled this feature to display of the tooltip text in the Workday user interface, and this extends accessible tooltips to PDFs that you view in the PDF viewer. So this is only applicable to the PDF viewer basically, and no other viewer. Like if you want to see it in Word or something, it is not available. So the example that or the demo that I have here for you is that in case if we have to add in the passport details or anything that is there in a PDF format, you can see this line, this new thing that has been introduced as a part of this release. So what this helps is if you take your cursor near the, if you take the cursor near the text written, it will give you an option of viewing it, and the help text will appear. So if, for example, if I had taken my cursor here, it will give me a accessible tooltip stating that you can download that PDF. If I take it here, it will tell me it is allowed for you to print. If I take it here, you can it will give me a prompt to minimize. And finally, if I take it over here, it will give me a tooltip to magnify the size over here. So this is visible to us in the PDF previewer, basically. Coming to the next summary of this. So the enhancement is with respect to the display of tooltip, a text in Workday user interface. And what I need to do is, you don't need to do anything to see this improvement. The display will happen automatically, and Workday recommends that you update your training material again. And what happens if I do nothing? Then Workday displays the accessible tooltip enhancement for all the users. You don't need to do anything for this. Coming to the next feature that has been released is with respect to enable notification designer templates. In this release, you can set new notifications uh, categories directly from the notification designer. This feature makes it easier to enable notification templates for use in notifications without having to use the maintain notification templates task. So previously, if we had to do anything with respect to updating the settings, or with respect to adding any changes to the notification templates, we had to use this maintain notification templates task. But now, with this new release, we can do all of it in the notification template itself without visiting the maintain notification template task. So what all you can do with respect to notification templates, you can you can use the template detail panels to view the current notification categories enabled for the template, to view the list of notification categories available for the templates based on the data row. And you can add or remove the notification categories for the templates by clicking set categories, or you can add one or more notification categories to the templates. Okay. Coming to the feature overview, we can add the data row supported notification categories field on the configuration template page, enabling you to view associated data row supported notification categories for the layout you select when creating the notification template. And layouts that don't include a data row are supported by all notifications category. So I think I will maybe take you through a quick demo after the configuration. So you can publish a new notification template or view a published template in the notification designer. View the template details panel to see the data row, the date, time, user for when the notification template was created and when it was last published. You can click the set category button to add or remove notification categories for the templates, and you can save and update the notification categories for the template. Now to give you a very quick demo on this, uh, I hope that the Workday screen is visible.
Yes, we can see it,
Yeah,
but only part of the screen. If you drag
okay,
it down a little bit, then we can see the full screen.
okay. Now is the entire screen visible for Workday?
Yes, now it's
Perfect.
perfectly good. Thank you.
Okay. So coming to this, the demo for notification designer, I will just, so for demo purposes, I had just created a notification for employees or for invites to apply. So for anyone to apply on the job chain for the job available. So this was something that has been created uh, very like on a high level. So what we want to show you over here is that instead of going to maintain notification task, I am already into one of the notification. When I click on the publish tab here and when I want to publish this, now what Workday has done, once it is published, Workday has released this feature where the template details is added. Previously it was not there. So when the template detail is added, you can see this data row, you can see notification categories, you can see set categories, last published, which is the date, time, and by whom. And this creation, it is done by which date, what time, and by whom. So this is the feature that has been added. Now, if I further go to set category, I can remove and I can kind of select more categories. So if I want to select a few more, maybe I can go to say so comes maybe. Okay. Okay, but I can add more of the I can add more of notification categories over here and I can save it. Once I save it, I can see it over here also. And when I go to this maintain thing, the maintain a notification task, I can also see the changes that have been updated in this recruiting uh, or in this entire business process or in the recruiting or in the student. Now, for example, over here, if I just add a few more, say if I add recruiting campaigns, I add all of this. And if I click on OK, and if I do a done here, mm, I refresh it. If I refresh this page, yes. So once I refresh this page and if I edit it, all the set categories will again appear over here as per the changes that I had done to maintain configuration or maintain a notification task. So this is basically the new feature that has been added. Coming back to the presentation, what is the additional consideration that you need to do? You can continue to use the maintain notification templates task to set categories for a single notification template or multiple templates at once. So you can also do it for multiple template at one go. What is changing? You can now set the notification categories directly from the notification designer instead of going to maintain notification task. What I need to do is no action is required for you. You have you now have the option to set notification categories for published templates directly from the notification designer. What happens if you don't do anything? You can yet see the notification categories that are currently enabled in existing published templates when you view the templates in notification designer. So you can yet use the maintain notification task, but I we would suggest that now you can do the changes to the notification categories directly instead of from the notification designer itself. So this was on the notification task and notification configurations. Coming to the next feature is with respect to the homepage workspace. With homepage workspace, Workday 2023 R1 brings this improved feature to us where the user experiences can kind of uh, build the changes on a single place for homepage configuration, where Workday facilitates streamlined workflows by combining the setting for configuration people experience homepage content task and the cards workspace into a new homepage workspace within the existing people experience workspace. So what this means is very easy for us as end users because previously now what was happening is that we used to see this brainstorm on community what's new in Workday and Workday administration into the configure people experience homepage content basically. So now what happens is that Workday will kind of put all these features under the people experience workspace. So you don't have to go to configure people experience homepage contact or you don't have to go to home card workspace. So Workday has removed these fields from configure people experience homepage content. So anniversary date, disabling, hiding, enable inbox, enable top apps, and external link configuration. To enable or disable your homepage settings, you can navigate on the settings page on the homepage workspace from people experience workspace. No longer you have to use this configure people experience homepage content task. So I will give you a demo so that it becomes a little more easier for you to see it and maybe for you to also use it, because this is a really easy feature that Workday has kind of done for us. So what I have done is I have already enabled the homepage setting. So I will show you if we enable how this configure people experience homepage content task looks like. So so this is how the configuration has done. You just have to go to the security domains and set up people experience configuration. So let me show you a quick demo. Uh, we are done with this over here. So I've already configured this. So when I type this configure people experience home page content, instead of the previous screen that we used to get while we wanted to do this people experience homepage, while we wanted to configure people experience homepage content, now it kind of takes us to these two links basically. So if I press on this first link, go to homepage workspaces, it takes me to the I'll do it again so that maybe you can do it. Yeah. So when I click on this, it takes me to this page where I can kind of go to the settings here itself, and I can use all these features that were available previously when we used to do the configure people experience homepage content. So instead of doing configuration, then coming to this homepage and then setting up the journeys, Workday has simplified the entire thing by putting settings over here itself. So you can enable the inbox, you can disable hiding, you can enable top apps, and even these two features are put in here only, where you can set the anniversary display date with respect to the higher and continuous service date. So any feature, anything can be kind of enabled or disabled basically from here. So if I want to disable this, I want to enable these two, it is done. Furthermore, if you go to this cards page, uh, what Workday has done is, if you click on this resources, you see these two things. One is card admin guide and the other one is brainstorm on community. So if I click here, it is kind of directly visible over here. So you don't need to uh, go anywhere else. And like for example, you don't need to go to home, card workspace, or configure people experience homepage. You can directly do it over here. Even this card admin, you can directly click there and kind of do it from there on. So this is loading, but we can see it later. Maybe it's not important for this. The details of this is not important for this demo. Mm, yeah. So this is with respect to this feature. Um, Coming back to the presentation. So there are a few additional considerations that you need to do. So to enable the homepage workspace, there are a few best practices that Workday kind of recommends, and it is good because even for my demo, I have tried it. So you need to disable your homepage settings or add external links to global navigation menu. You no longer use the configure people experience homepage content task. This is something that I have demoed for you. To manage homepage settings, you can go to people experience workspace and navigate the settings page on the homepage workspace. This also we saw. To add and edit external links, you can navigate the home dashboard within the maintain dashboard task and select the connect content tab. And to support the new settings page, the People Experience Workspace menu is updated with the home page as top level workspace within the card workspace and settings page under it. To give you a short demo on this external link, I will just go back to the demo page. So what happens is that if you are over here and you go to this go to maintain dashboard, it will take you to all the external links and all the details that are there within the maintain dashboard. Basically, this is for the external links. So this is with respect to this feature where Workday has improved the user experience by providing a single place for homepage configuration. And we now no longer need to get into configuration of people experience homepage. We can do it directly from the navigation. What I need to do, this is automatically available. You do not need to do anything. Just update the training material so that the end users are aware of this and they can use this feature. And what do I do if nothing happens? Then the homepage section and settings remains the same. You can no longer access the enabling and disabling fields within the configure people experience homepage content task. Like how I showed you, you will not be able to do it. You will be navigated. So if I press the configure people experience page content, you will no longer be able to do anything here. You will have to go to the Go homepage workspaces. And what is there? Must navigate to the people experience workspace homepage settings to manage homepage for enabling and disabling sections. This is something that we already saw. Coming to journey templates, Workday has got an interesting feature again with respect to journey templates, where Workday enables us to create and manage new journey experience from Workday delivered templates. You can browse, discuss, and collaborate through Workday delivered content prior to launching use cases, providing an out of the box experience for your employees. Workday Journeys is something that is really has seen a lot of improvement with respect to user and people experience, I would say, and it's really exciting. Let me give you a demo on this, and we have one more feature with respect to this in the upcoming slides. And the more we use journeys, the more exciting it's going to be for us and our employees. So let me take you through that. So what Workday has done is for journey templates in this release, it has enhanced the journey workspace by delivering three kind of new out of the box journey experiences. So the three templates are with respect to the first time manager, onboarding, and open enrollment. You can use the copy link button to share the view only journey templates page with anyone outside the journey workspaces. Then resources icon in journey workspace. With this release, Workday delivers a new resources button icon on the top right of the page of the journey workspace that replaces these three links. So this brainstorm on community, what's new in Workday and Workday administrator guide are replaced. Additionally, you can access the link to the journey templates from the resources button icon. This I will show you in the demo. So if I go back to the Workday screen, I think we're done with this. We're done with this. Done. That is the open. Okay. So coming to this, the new journey experience, I am already from the previous demo, I'm already on this the journeys page. What I can do is if I go to create journey here. So see, these are the three new journeys that Workday has released for us. If I click on the onboarding template, I can use this template. I can copy a link and share it with somebody who's not using this journey templates for a quick discussion. So for example, if I am the HR manager and I want to share this onboarding template with one of the business heads, stating that please review the content and see if everything looks okay for you or do you want to add something. I can just copy this link and share it with him, and he can give me the changes that need to be done to this template. So this is another new feature that has been added. Mm, I can change all the text here. I can so there are these 8-step group. No, I cannot change much of the content over here because these are Workday delivered. Oh, yeah. Then these are the quick 8 steps that onboarding process has. That welcome to the company. I can edit all of this, and even this is customizable. So yeah, even this the overview is customizable as per the organization need. Then here we can say the talk about the onboarding and training resources. Then you can get to know your team more. For example, sales. Then you can get to know other teams. You can make sure that your information is up to date. For example, your personal information, your contact information. Update your workday profile. Set some goals for yourself, and let's set some goals. So this is also about goal setting, and then your benefit at the company. So update your benefits and all of the workday benefits or the company benefits. So this journey can be updated and customized. And once that is done, and this journey is used for the end employees, I will show you how the end user will also see it in the upcoming slides. It's really very beautiful and very easy to use basically. So in this feature, what Workday is showing us that we can copy this link, we can preview it, and we can use this template. So this template can be used for multiple purposes. So if I preview this, basically, this is what Workday is going to kind of show us. Like we get a welcome to your journey message and we can continue on it. But I will cover this in my upcoming slides, basically, not here. Mm, okay, this is okay. Now, to explore these three workday journeys, you can either click on Create Journey, which we have seen, or you can go to Resources and you can see this journey templates here. So you can also view it from here. So these are the two ways on how you can uh, see these workday delivered templates. What's new in journeys will give you more information on what's there in workday. And these two Sorry. These two features, this is Journey Admin Guides and Brainstorm on Community. This is also covered in the homepage or the cards workspace, basically. So even this is also over here. So you click here, these two, this is card admin guide and this is brainstorm on community. So, so what Workday has done is they've tried to keep a similarity or the same features across journeys and cards. There it was with respect to cards admin guide. Here it is with respect to journey admin guide. So you don't need to go anywhere out of this to use journey and cards basically for editing or everything else. Coming to Oh yeah, we discussed about this. We discussed about this. I gave you a demo. Now, what is changing? Yeah, we have
Yes,
in
Hina, there's a question in the chat. Sorry for disturbing. There's a question from Ismo. He's asking if you know if these three journey templates need additional journey subscription.
no. They don't need a journey subscription. No, they are automatically available.
Okay, thank you. And also, there's another question from Matilda. Do you have any comments on the mass operation for custom reports?
No, that is something we'll have to check and get back. So we will
Okay,
send them by email because I've also not checked it as of now.
thank you. And thank you for your questions. Keep them coming.
So what is changing with Workday 2023 R1? Workday enables you to create and manage new journey experience from Workday delivered templates. You can browse, discuss, and collaborate through Workday delivered content prior to launching these use cases, providing an out-of-the-box experience for your employees. What I need to do is this feature is automatically available if you've enabled the journeys. So you don't need for the subscription as per the question, but you need to have the journeys enabled. We recommend that you update your training materials so that the users are aware of the changes. And what happens if I do nothing? You'll see the new templates as it is. So you don't need to do anything if you've enabled the journeys basically. Coming to the next part of it, which is my tasks. Uh, so with respect to my task, all of us or
Sorry,
most,
Hina, I
yeah,
just noticed
sorry.
another question in the chat as well.
Okay.
So regarding the previous,
Mhm.
where will the page lead to when we select brainstorm community a couple of
Yeah,
slides ago?
yeah. So if this is the thing, if I it will take me to the community page with respect to so I have not signed in as my username, so it's giving an error here, but it will give me a it will guide you to the community page with respect to journeys, and this page will have more content available on how you have to use these workday delivered journeys basically. But once this feature is available on, say, March 11, we can find out more where it leads, but this definitely leads you to there itself. So, yeah.
Okay, thank you. And thank you for the question as well.
Okay, coming to the presentation on my task. Yeah. So, um, okay. What I was talking with respect to this my task is that many of us have my inbox enabled yet. And Workday wants to take us slowly and steadily from my inbox to my task, basically. And I think it's a good idea to get switched to my task because it's not a very, it doesn't take a lot of manual intervention or processes. All you need to do is enable a security domain for task from the inbox. That is it that we need to do as a company. So once that is there, then my inbox gets replaced by my task, and there are a lot of additional benefits that Workday has introduced in this release with respect to my task. So we will see it in the upcoming slides. So what Workday does is it continuously enhances my task and it has redesigned the inbox that streamlines the user interface. So this is something that we spoke on by enhancing my task search capabilities. Workday delivers advanced search to enable you to search for tasks using additional parameters, making it easier to find specific tasks. Now, Workday also delivers a save search so that you can save and reuse searches in the future, allowing you to find important tasks more quickly. Workday also renames multiple My Task labels to clearly distinguish them from the inbox label. So what we are trying to say is that when we use My Task, we can use the advanced search feature to see to search for the task that we want to take actions on. Number one, and number two is we can also do the save. We can also save the searches for the one time, and then we can use the save search options multiple times for our future actions that we need to take on the tasks that are in our My Tasks. So and this is exactly that we are talking about that my task saved search. So Workday delivers the ability to save a search on my task so that you can automatically categorize tasks based on search parameters. Workday also added a new save search tab on the navigation panel, enabling you to easily access your and manage your saved searches. And this is about this advanced search. So Workday adds a new advanced search feature to My Task, enabling you to search for tasks using additional search parameters. In addition to searching task titles, you can search by task type, task step, date range, making it easier for you to find a specific task. So I will show you a demo of this quickly. Now this feature overview has a lot of business process renames, which is with respected to what is renamed in these fields for workers who use my task. So the inbox task on my behalf column is replaced to do my task on my behalf column. So there are plenty of this. I will not go through all of this. Then Workday updated the help text and validation messages that refers to inbox to include my task. So we saw this help text in the first demo that I showed. So if you go to this business process and click on the magnifying glass and put the help text there, it will show as additional information over here also. Then we can have these parallel steps of business process definition. For each parallel step, enter the sequence of the step under the parallel step on order in my task. And Workday ignores parallel step order in my task when entered on non-parallel steps. So this is with respect to the steps basically. Then configuration. So there is some configuration with respect to this advanced search filter and parameters and save search tabs. So there is existing where what is there, and you need to update these help test and validation messages. So this is on the configuration. Now to get you to the demo very quickly. So for example, I will go to uh, I will go to the my own home page. So if you see this, rather than inbox, which we are very familiar with, we now go to my task. When I go to my task, so see, this search all item was always there from the beginning. Now with this feature, what Workday has done is we can do this advanced search. So for example, if I want to do it on say freeze, oh, freeze. Okay, if I just put the task type as freeze, I don't select anything. Click and OK. And okay, wait, we will add one more tab. Okay, if I say assigned roles, for example, rather than, and if I say that the start date is say from October 1, is it today? I'm gonna select a date type to create a date range. Okay, the date type is created date. Correct. If there will be something with respect to assigned roles, it will show us. But I am just okay. So the feature is, okay, the feature is just that, okay, nothing is happening here because it's giving an error, but the parameter that I might have selected is not correct here for the demo. But the feature that we have is that we can kind of, okay, let me try one last time, otherwise we will select due date. Okay, leave it. If I just do a reset all, the feature that we are having here is that we can do the advanced search with respect to task type, task step, and the date ranges that are that we can mention. So this was not previously available. Now it is available. So this is one feature that we spoke on advanced searches, and the second one is with respect to the saved search. So I've not saved any search here, but once I want to do the advanced search and save the option, then it will show up to me as saved searches. This will help me to kind of not only search the items, but to kind of differentiate on quickly on the items that are there in my task on which I want to take action. And we don't have to browse through the entire list of tasks that are there basically. So these two are the new features that Workday has brought with respect to my task. And it will be great if we all start kind of, recommend or Workday recommends us to kind of slowly and steadily shift to my task instead of my inbox, which will also be easier with the help of advanced search and safe searches option. So this is with respect to my task. Coming back to the presentation,
We have a
yeah,
question in the chat again.
yeah.
Uh, it goes like this. Daily Digest subject still refers to inbox, even we have my task in use in preview. Workday inbox, your Daily Digest. Will this change?
I think we'll have to see this because I think it is more with respect to the naming, right? In Workday Daily Digest. So we'll have to kind of research on it and I can get back via email.
Okay, thank you. And then we have another one while we're at it. So would Workday make my task automatic for everyone one day?
Mhm.
This is
One
probably
day
a
in
question
the
that
future,
we can't
we
answer,
can
but
ask work. Yeah, we can ask Workday. But with all the features, I would say that with all the features that it is bringing up with all the releases, with respect to my task, I think slowly and steadily, Workday will want us to reach there. Because if you see in inbox, this advanced search, safe searches, this user friendliness is not there much. But we are all very much used to using my inbox, so it's easier from that aspect. But from a user experience perspective, I would say that this is much quicker. But yeah, we don't know about that. So,
thank you for the questions though.
yeah. So coming to the next, I think we did all of this. Uh, yeah. No, what I need to change is what I need to do. Advanced search and safe searches are automatically available if you use My Task. We recommend you to update your training materials. You don't need to do anything. They will be automatically available if you have My Task enabled, basically. And what happens if I do nothing? You can use advanced search to search, or you can use saved search, or else the search criteria is or as it is there, which is an old feature, so that can be used. Okay, now Workday messaging for Canada. I will just go through this very quickly. It is not related to most of the audience over here because we don't have much of offices or work with respect to Canada. But why I am bringing this up is because Workday messaging is available only for right now for majorly US and for Canada, and it could be for one of the countries that we work in. So maybe for Nordics in the future. So with this release, Workday continues to enhance Workday messaging by expanding support for Canadian phone numbers. Workday messaging can now provide Canadian phone numbers to companies that operate in Canada, allowing them to send a SMS message to recipient with either Canadian or US phone numbers. And you need to configure Workday messaging to use this feature. So basically, you can send messages to the recipients via Workday for Canada phone numbers. This is the entire feature. Uh, there are a lot of features within it, but I will not spend much time here unless it is so. It is mentioned that you can enable a company to create a phone number to use for Workday messaging either in Canada or in the United States. A company can't have a Workday messaging phone number for both Canada and United States at one time. There are these features that are there. I will just, for configuration also, there is a lot that needs to be done. But then if you see, the feature that they have given is like with using the language translations. That is another feature that Workday tries to implement every release. So in the previous presentation that we had, where Ellen was talking about that we've added 37 new languages, like Workday has added 37 new translatable languages. So if you see, this is, I think this is French. So uh, for the demo purpose, it was conveyed that one of the external candidate has received an offer from a company where the offer letter has been sent via email. At the same time, the HR manager has sent an SMS through Workday to the Canadian phone number stating that you have received a offer letter. Please confirm via SMS that you have received an email about the same. So the one that you see in gray is from Workday to the candidate on his personal cell phone number. And what the candidate has responded is OUI, which means that, okay, I have received it, yes. And this has again come to Workday's inbox, basically to the manager's inbox. So then this is the response that they have got. So this is another new feature with respect to messaging. So you can do messaging in Canada or US with respect to this feature direct. There are additional consideration and what is changing, what I need to do, what happens if I do nothing. We can skip it for now, not necessary. Okay, coming to this discovery board controls. So with respect to discovery board controls, Workday improves on how discovery board editors exposes prompts and filters to viewers by introducing controls. Controls are configurable inputs in discovery boards that provides viewers some lightweight data analysis capabilities over the data in one or more visits. This enables discovery board viewers to explore data within a simplified user experience. So what we are trying to do here is that we are going to give controls as an additional feature with this release that are configurable inputs in the discovery board. So there is a control section that has been added by Workday. So I will show you more on this while I'm giving you the demo. So updates to the previously existing discovery boards. With this release, Workday will automatically update some of the discovery boards to retain the previous behavior for the users. Workday creates controls in boards that are previously included exposed prompts or fields. So this is the controls that I was talking about. With time check. Okay. When you view an updated discovery board, you will see that the control panel displaying controls for each converted exposed prompt or field. Workday doesn't display any panels on the left side to the viewers. Okay. Feature overview is you can rename the controls and you can also remove the, you can rename them and you can also remove them. So you see, you can rename it, you can reorder it, and you can also remove the control. So I will give you a quick demo on that. This is a feature overview where you can create a control and add links to the controllable. You can display a control panel, you can rename it, you can remove it, you can reorder it also. So this is on the remove controls that we spoke on. I'll just quickly give you a demo. I want to. So this is the discovery board that has been like kept ready for this demo. So if I go to this demo here, to this discovery board, and if I select the employee type, maybe if I just click here and if I type here. So if I remove, say, supposing here there are employee and contingent workers. So you can see this new feature that has been added with respect to create control and link. When I do this, I can see the controls and I can see the link here. So instead of going to the main data source or instead of going to the filter panel and playing around with the data, I can quickly use this control boards here. So if I say that this is, no, I don't want to do a control on this feature, but if I want to do it, say on this one where it says if I want to see the age-wise gender distribution for a particular country, then if I just select how many people are regular, then see the entire board is controlled through this control board. I don't need to go through the data source and keep changing everything over here. And if I remove this and if I want to see that how many are, say, for example, on fixed term contract, if there are people, then this query will run to 6. So I can quickly control whatever data that I want to see through the control board wizard, and I don't need to change it from there. As I was saying, that we can, if I click on the right hand side, I can remove it and I can rename it. I can rename it so that it becomes easier for me to, or anybody from my team to see these discovery boards and to make analysis out of it. So this was with respect to discovery boards. There is additional configuration. What I need to do is this feature is automatically available. And what happens if I don't do anything? Workday automatically updates some of the existing discovery boards to retain the previous behavior for viewers. So this is about the summary. Coming to guided journey experience. So this is something that I was talking to you in the journey experience slide set. So what happens is that uh, with this new journey experience, they have given us a guided way of how the employee will kind of complete his journey, and it is really beautiful. I will just give you a demo. Maybe that will help. Um, so I have logged in as an employee who is going to become a manager very soon. So we have created a journey template for him. Let me see if that is yet there. Let me just refresh it. So, okay, it is not there. Let me just go to all journeys. The proxy has gone for a toss. Let me just do it in 1 minute. Transition to manager. I have prepared one journey for him. So, for example, I just want to do a start proxy. Okay, perfect. This is transition to manager. So, what happens is that once the employee logs into the journey, this is a beautiful welcome page that Workday has been offering with this release, where it says that welcome to your journey, and it will give you the steps forward. So previously, when you were doing this journey or when we were using this journey, the user experience or the people experience was not this great. Everything used to appear in one box, and it used to be very confusing even for the employee to see where his journey has reached. So now, if you see that you can see all the steps here. Firstly, the employee can see all the steps. Then if the employee selects start here, and then if he does a complete step here, uh, the step is completed and this transition has increased here. If the employee then does a continue with matrix manager and opens the task, once the task is opened, okay, he views it, he closes it, and he does a complete step, then even this will get ticked and he can move further. Like that, if the employee completes the entire journey and goes to the recommended steps and goals, the entire transition will show as it is completed, and all this will be ticked, and he will also be kind of rewarded in terms of a very good gesture after the entire thing is done, that okay, you've done a very good job by completing your journey, and wish you to have many more journeys with, say, Workday. So the employee feels very welcomed in the beginning when there is a welcoming note that Workday is giving, and the entire process is also very made very user friendly. And after the entire thing is done, then he will also get accomplishment mail basically, or accomplishment view of all of this. Previously, no, which task was pending, what was done was not very clear, but now all of this is simplified. So all of this is done with respect to this. And journeys segmented security on categories is a new feature where we can segment the journeys based on the security. So we can have a segmented security applied on the journeys basically. This is the
Hina, I
feature
think
of,
we need to start to summarize the presentation
yeah,
as the slot
yes,
is ending
that is
soon.
correct,
So
correct.
if you have one critical more feature, I think we
No,
can
we are
take
done.
some 2 minutes out of our lunch break, but
Correct.
otherwise I think we are ready to get any questions if there's any questions to Hina. And you will find all the rest of the features in Hina's presentation in PDF in the email that you have received this morning.
Correct. So I'll just wrap it out, and I think we have covered all the important features. There are these other features which were very much readable. There is no demo for these, and it is very self-explanatory. So there is nothing that I would really want to spend time on. I'll just take one last minute, maybe on say on the roadmap. So there are three roadmaps with respect to user, Workday, and home experience. So the roadmap that Workday is kind of encouraging is with respect to have investments around intuitive discovery, effortless action, and deeply empowering the experience for managers and employees both. So if you see that there is a manager experience in 2023 R1 and how it will be in the future. So for right now, if the manager has to review a request time off, they have to go to their inbox task, whatever, and do it from there. But now in the future, he will be able to see it on the home screen itself and just approve it. So this is where Workday is going to drive, and they have lots of investment budgets on the same. Then, with respect to people experience roadmap, we are here today where we enable the workers. Now we will do further with Workday Help and Workday Journey. So Workday Journeys is something that we should, encourage and use more and more. So the entire theme around investment is with having seamless intuitive experience, having a leadership thought, and holistic configuration experience. And for people experience, they have divided it into segmented security, tenant color branding, restructuring the UI in context tasks and journey templates. So all of this will see more changes in the future. And this is with respect to Workday Everywhere, where the roadmap summary is going to include to have more investment on the notifications, quick actions, calendar updates, and manager dashboards. So thank you for joining in, and I hope you have learned about the new features on the cross applications.